Nobody wakes up and decides to ruin their life. It doesn't happen that way. There is no single morning where someone chooses failure, chooses stagnation, chooses a smaller life than the one they were capable of living. It happens in the in-between moments, the tiny decisions that feel insignificant in isolation, the habits so ordinary they never trigger alarm, the patterns so familiar they stop feeling like patterns at all. And by the time the damage is visible, years have passed, quietly, without announcement. This is the conversation most people need, but almost nobody is having, honestly. Behavioral economists call it present bias. The tendency to overvalue what is immediate and undervalue what is distant, to choose $10 today over $50 next month, to choose comfort now over freedom later, to choose the path of least resistance in this moment, even when every version of your future self will pay the price for it. It is not laziness. It is not weakness. It is how the human brain is wired by default. And default settings left unchanged will run your life into the ground with complete efficiency. The person who scrolls for 3 hours a night instead of building a skill, the person who spends everything they earn because next month feels far away, the person who avoids the difficult conversation because today's peace feels more valuable than tomorrow's clarity. All of them are optimizing for today. All of them are paying for it in a currency they cannot see yet. Proverbs 27-12. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. The danger is rarely dramatic. It is almost always quiet, a pattern, a default, a direction you chose so long ago you forgot you were still moving in it. Here is something modern psychology has confirmed that ancient scripture said first. You do not see the world as it is. You see it as you are. Every perception filtered through belief, every opportunity evaluated through the lens of what you think you deserve, every relationship shaped by the story you carry about who you are and what is possible for you. And for most people, that story was written before they were old enough to write it themselves, by a parent who struggled, by a teacher who dismissed them, by a childhood environment that taught specific lessons about worth, capacity, and possibility that were never meant to be permanent but became permanent because nobody ever came back to challenge them. Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewing. Present continuous tense. Not a single event. An ongoing process of deliberately replacing outdated scripts with current truth. The person who never examines their internal narrative, never questions why they self-sabotage, why they shrink from opportunity, why they repeat the same patterns in different circumstances, is a person whose future is being written by their past. And that is the quietest way to destroy a future. Not with bad decisions, with unexamined ones. There is a specific kind of self-destruction that looks responsible from the outside. It looks like patience, like wisdom, like not rushing into things. But underneath it is something else entirely. It is the perpetual postponement of the life you actually want, dressed in the language of preparation, waiting until the timing is better, until the finances are more stable, until the confidence arrives, until the circumstances align in a way that finally feels safe enough to move. That version of ready does not exist. It has never existed. It will not exist. Ecclesiastes 11:4. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. The farmer who waits for perfect conditions dies hungry, not because the harvest was unavailable, because the seed was never planted. Every year you wait for ready is a year the seed stays in your hand, and a seed in your hand is not a harvest. It is just potential that never became anything. The future you want is not waiting for your circumstances to change. It is waiting for you to move inside the circumstances you already have. 3 patterns, all of them invisible until they aren't. Optimizing for today at the expense of tomorrow. Running on an identity script written by someone else. Waiting for a version of ready that will never come. The most dangerous thing about all three is how reasonable they feel from the inside. That is what makes them so effective at keeping people exactly where they are. Check your defaults. Question your script. Plant the seed today. Your future is being decided right now in the decisions that feel too small to matter. They are not.